Stulla Nation, I made a video just the other day, man, about how Young Spray is a paid agent with a specific objective to destroy and divide the masses of black people, man. I made a video talking about how the agent Belly Bounce is also a potential agent, but right now he's on forward watch. But let's stick to Young Spray, man. So Young Spray, he's never made a single video on unity, anything about positive self-upliftment, self-development of his own people, but yet still he consistently makes videos about violence, binds, and the division and violence of black people. So the nation, we're gonna get into this shit today, man. I got no fear of nobody, bro. Someone hit me up, was like, oh, this is Young Spray. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas, man. But let's get into it, man. So after that video, after I made that video, Young Spray decided he had the cheek, the audacity to respond to the great one. He had the audacity. So let's get into see what Young Spray had to say, man, in response, bro. Because people, we're gonna get into this today. So Stulla Nation, after I dropped the video exposing his fraud, he decided he had the audacity to come onto the Great One show and drop a comment. He came on and said, big up yourself, and I hope you get more views for using my name in the title. Yeah, I do hope I get more views, my guy. I hope more people start to open their eyes and see the fraud that you are. I hope more people open their eyes and see that you are a paid agent with a specific objective to destroy the minds of your own people, my guy. That's what I hope, bro. He then goes to say, you forgot to mention the 4 water wells we built for our black people in Gambia. I have the link if you want to pay for one or make a donation. So, you know, people like, you have these agents. And let me break this down for people who don't understand, man. So you have agents and, you know, they will do one good thing, but then do 1,000 bad things to destroy his people. So then when you call them out on their bad thing, they will try to always run to that one good thing that they've used to try to use it as a counter argument. You know? So let's go. You know what? Let me give you an example, right? So, you know, in the Black Panther Party, you had someone called William O'Neill, who was an agent. He was responsible for the murder of Fred Hampton from the Black Panther Party. Yeah? He went back and he told them exactly where Fred Hampton's bed was and in what position they were able to kill him whilst he was asleep. So he done a few good things, but he was a paid agent. So we don't care about, you know, one good, you know what? Props to you. If that was truly your doing, props to you for that one good thing, man. But that's not the point of this argument, bro. We don't care about one good thing if you're going to do 1,000 bad things consistently, bro. So, you know, when you go onto his Instagram page, no, he's got it there, man. He's got it there. And it's specifically there to deceive the minds of the people. Yo, these people are here to do nothing but cause confusion and division, man. People, I'm going to look you right now in your eyes, bro. He's trying to deceive you. He's trying to look you in your eyes. So as soon as you go on the page, he's got it there on, you know, the pinned comments as though he's some good Samaritan, bro. Why have you got that as the main pinned post? But that's not what your channel's about, my guy. What is the objective? What is the target behind the action? So, you know, after he dropped that comment, you know, I was like, you know what? Let me just go onto his page, you know. Let me see if he's actually decided. Maybe, you know, he heard the message, was like, you know what? This guy talking some facts, man. Let me just change some content up, bro. Because let me tell you something, Spade. As long as you... Yo, if this was 4 months ago, when I started 4 months ago, I would have yelled out checkmate a long time ago, bro. If this was chess, I would have yelled out checkmate a long time ago, bro. Because whilst I'm in this game, I'm gonna stick onto you, bro. And there's no way you can run to, man. There's no way you can go, bro. So, you know, when you go onto his page, you know, this was directly after. This was directly after he dropped that comment, man. So let's see what message he wanted to put out there for his audience directly after dropping that comment on my page.
To be in this gang, you have to catch 7 bodies, bro, in 7 different cities. And it sounds mad.
One in Nottingham, one in London,
But it was up.
one in Birmingham,
On the bus, the youth that got killed on the bus.
one in Leeds,
It's feds.
one in...
Great content, man. Great content, my guy. Great content. You know what? I'm so fascinated with this. Let's keep going.
Liverpool,
You can name every city, bro.
Manchester and Sheffield, and then I can join the gang.
Yeah.
That's a mad gang.
And they're getting, and wait.
That gang.
And the geezers that are doing the questions are getting flown in You've never
Flown in. They're getting flown in. Get out of here, man. What else has Comic got to say, bro?
why they're no longer my op because they're dead. I was trying to kill them.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, real life, real life, real shit.
Nah, bro.
You think that it's not just talking
know
on
what it is?
that, oh,
There's
someone
no-
died in a car crash.
Yeah.
You're talking like big up cadet or whatnot, because you're allowed to talk on the dead if you're sending blessings. Yeah. But if this guy was my op, and if that, then I'm kind of pissed someone else got him, but I'm kind of all right that they did.
Man, get this guy off my screen, man. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. People, I'm tired. This is what I mean when I refer to paid agents, bro. How can you literally every single week, every single day be such in a low vibrational state, bro? How do you function? How do you operate? How do you become the best version of yourself if you're consistently in a low vibrational state, bro? How is it possible? How is it physically and how is it mentally possible, people? This is what they're feeding your hearts and minds every single week. And people who tune into it wonder why they're walking around with low self-confidence, bro. A lot of people are so indulged into this bullshit that they are literally taken upon this character. And they're living this character every single day. How do you literally sit down and look at this guy? How do you look at this guy weekly and feel some form of, accomplishment that, you've had a successful day, bro? Having a successful day is becoming 1% better than you were yesterday, bro. A lot of people today, their confidence is so low because they ain't doing shit with themselves, bro. You ain't doing nothing but you're sitting there and watching people like RTM and Young Spray and Chronik and all these fucking people. You let it breathe, man. Let it breathe, man. Let it breathe. My people, it's time we start doing for self, man. It's time we start trying to become the best version of ourselves daily, yearly, and weekly, bro. It's time, man. It's that time where the revolution has started, my guy. People, the revolution has started now, man. The revolution has started. It's time we overthrow this fake-ass government we got out here. People like RTM and Young Spray. It's time for that change, man. And people, I promise you, as long as I am alive, the objective is to remove these cancerous people from the top of the content creation list, bro. I promise you that. And we're going to succeed in that because, as I said already, it's time for change. It's time for revolution. And as more and more of this revolutionary spirit rises up in the hearts and minds of the people, we will get rid of you for trying to destroy the legitimate aspirations of our people. Oh yes, we will. We're going into 2026 and it's the year of the bullet or the bullet. But some of you are not willing to pay the price. You will listen to great speakers for years. You'll go home and listen to great tapes. But then you don't step forward. But you cheer louder than anybody in the audience. You've got all the videos at home. You've got a library of tapes. Malcolm X said. Henry Clark said. Dr. Ben said. Just a constipated Negro. Your brain is constipated. Your heart is backed up. Afraid to stand up. There are enemies amongst us and we must find them and get rid of them. I'm just telling you what us new generation is saying on the streets. The real radical ones. They say it's time for revolution, man. That's what they're saying. I ain't got nothing to do with it. People, we have to get rid of these agents, bro. I told you already, I just told you about William O'Neill of the Black Panther Party. The agent responsible for the murder of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark. The agent that drew up the whole plan. Told him where Fred Hampton's bed was. And what angle they had to shoot in order to kill him while he was asleep. Was still walking the streets. Because you just want to hear speakers. It's time for the revolution, man. It's time for us as a people to stand up. Unity. Do for self. I stop expecting handouts from other people, man. You know, you still got a lot of people walking around in, you know, they're walking around with a victim mindset. I can't achieve this and I can't achieve that, but you don't do shit daily, bro. You don't actively get up and try to do for self, man. You don't actively get up and, you know, actually try to make yourself 1% better every single day. You ain't doing that. And you wonder why you remain the same year after year after year. People, this year's almost finished, man. As you can see the sign in the background, it's time to level up, man. It's time for do for self, man. Only you know if you put in that work this year, man. Only you know if you put in the absolute best you could do to make sure you become the very best version of yourself. But only you know that, bro. Only you know if consistently, daily, you're telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and you don't do shit, man. And you wonder why you're walking around with no confidence. Because your own brain doesn't even believe in itself. Nobody gained respect by marching for respect. By we want freedom, we want peace, respect. No one gained their respect by boycotts. People gain their respect by unity, doing for self. It's time for that revolution, man. People like Young Spray, Chronik. It's time for them to go. It's time for some new energy, new spirit, a new revolutionary spirit to take over now, man. And Bouncer, aka Belly Bounce, let me tell you something, dad. You see, right about now, G, you are on fraud watch. Belly Bounce, how come you ain't calling them out, bro? How come you ain't calling out Chronik and Young Spray's antics, bro? Why ain't you calling them out? Bouncer, I will stick onto you as well, bro, until I see. If you don't call them out, my guy, you are an agent. You are an agent. You are an agent, Bouncer. And I might just have to do a video on you. Because there's no way we can rise as a nation when we have apologists running around. You're a big man, Bouncer. It's time to start setting examples. It's time to start using your platform for good cause. Otherwise, you're just another agent that needs to go. Stulla Nation, like, subscribe, man. I'm out.